weird, she was my 80s baby, and I was her 90s lover. Pushing that body all over, just like an album cover. Oh, you got it, 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 just what I want. And I got it, I got it, I got it, just what you need, like baby. You can have this now and later. I'll take mine like yesterday. Spend it with the DJ, so I can get back to my baby. Oh, it's time to rewind. Turn the pages of my life. It's time to rewind.
We had the ups and downs, I miss what we got. Round and round, just cruising the block. Time passed so fast, we don't check the clock. To the hip, to the hop, non-stop. I'm just chilling the millin'. You wanna go to a party and throw your hand in the ceiling. Never revealing your feeling, but I tell in your face. You want the hockey and banana, back to my place. And we can take a stop by your favorite ice cream shop. And get that chocolate vanilla with that cherry on top. We cool, we ease, feel the breeze, smoke some trees. Used to wake up in the morning wearing my tees. Yeah, so where we at now? I'm taking it back now. I call a couple of times and you were like, not now. Can I call you later? Well, you hit me anyway. I wanna rock with you like my name was MJ.
Girl, close your eyes. Let the rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you so baby, just keep on moving. Oh, gotta rock it, don't stop it. Gotta rock it, don't stop now. The love that we've been through, after all you put me through, yeah. Can we get back to groove?
Popcorn world. Popcorn world. Yeah. Now, yes, I can. So you can get this groove in the back of a can. You can make it round the world when it holds in your hand. Popcorn world. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah.
There might be less football being played, but BetOnline has way more stuff to bet on this playoff season. From score totals, player performance props to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the number one spot for all things NFL betting in 2022. Hey y'all, it's your boy Lloyd Spence, and with the new year comes a new updated desktop and mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to get started. And it's not just football. BetOnline's basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage is the best of the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite game. BetOnline, where the game starts. And tell them the Noise-Maker said.
What's that saying? Breaking down the room, I'm smiling now. Speaking for the people who must go around. Taking truth to power with a whisper and a shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey, yeah, say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have to fool around. Never noise keeps us signed up. No truth divine. The sound that you hear is a sign of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the same. We're talking noise. Oh yeah. Talking noise. Share it again. We're talking noise.
Welcome to Talkin Noise, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin Noise himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin Noise is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin Noise.
What's going on, people? It's your peoples. Mr. Noise, Mama Noise, Al B. Ain't nobody ready but me. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm in here.
I got you, boo boo.
I'm in this piece. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I know Al ain't ready because Al's getting ready for the call to worship, and that takes a minute. But I got Al's back today on the call to worship. We're gonna call the worship a little different today. Well, now he gone all together. What happened to him? Internet won't let him be great. Oh, there he is. All right. Well, then now he's gone again. Boy, the internet is really tripping. Let's see. Are you there, Al?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Every time I try to turn my camera on, it kicks my mute on. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna come back in.
Okay, you're gonna go out and come back in. That's actually what?
Oh, I was saying hey to the pastor.
You just gonna interrupt what we was doing and just say hey to the pastor? Cold-blooded, man. It's a cold game out here. You know, I think because you're in here looking all golden brown, you want to now get jazzy.
You know, the Isley brothers called me Golden Lady. Golden Lady.
Mama Noise thinks when she get fancy, boy, you can't tell her nothing, y'all.
That is not true.
That is true. That is absolutely.
I am so humble, even though my friend was bragging about being at the Isley Brothers concert.
We've been to Isley Brothers concert. We've seen the Isley Brothers.
She want to sing every song that she was playing last night, and I'm like, so you just trying to rub in the fact that yours was recent?
Well, listen, I'm trying to call the place to worship. Shout out to all the noisemakers pulling up in the parking lot and into the building. Well, listen, while we're waiting on Al to come in, let me just go on and just well, we ain't really got to wait for Al to come in, if I'm being honest. Man, it didn't work.
The shenanigans while one is away.
It worked.
You trying to throw that in there while I was struggling, huh?
I was trying to wait till you got on the screen, if I'm being honest.
Oh, kick a man while he's
in the middle of
you were saying that. That's my song. I played it this morning for Hananiah, and she was like, okay. I said, you don't know who that is? She said, no. I said, it's Uncle Al. That's Uncle Al?
Now the cat the way the mice will play.
I was just trying
you play that for Pastor Noise?
Well, I mean, Pastor Core, listen. If Pastor Core is looking for a guest soloist this Sunday, Al is available. Just pull him up on the screen. You know, let him go for it.
Only if Pastor Cord is preaching over at Newburgh Park.
You know what?
I thought he was going to say only if Jesus was born.
You know, you can show up places. Wait.
Oh, my gosh.
That's all right. You know what? I see what the problem is. Al's old school. He's a man of consistent faith. And so he don't want this new school surprise call to worship. He like to do things the way we do it. And so I understand. I ain't tripping. Well,
I thought the song was the call to worship.
I thought it was too, but you was like, I don't know, you just seemed like it hit your spirit right. So.
Is that what it was? Well, nevertheless, it's time. It's time.
Yes.
Time to make some noise. Who amongst you is ready to make some noise? Mama Noise?
Why you got that old like that lady, like you?
If you so desire to make noise with us on this beautiful Friday,
yes, preacher.
We ask that you find yourself to the nearest pew and grab your bulletin and your pen, because it's liable to get hot in here.
That's true. That part is very true.
Nelly often says during devotions.
It's live.
Make some noise.
Yes.
Come on.
Why did you wait?
Let them come.
Why did you wait? What was that about?
Mama Noise.
Yeah, just wave it and just unmute and tell
I
us.
wasn't ready for the single screen. I was like, okay.
Sometimes you get the single screen because you know
like,
you want to get all the people's reactions.
You're like, oh, hey.
That's how they do it in them big churches.
I mean, I thought we was in the Staples Center. I mean, the Cryptic Center. What's it called?
What? I don't know what you're doing right now.
What's the Cryptic? What's the Bitcoin? What's it called?
The crypto.com.
Oh, that's it. The name of the.
Did you think you was on the Kiss Cam?
I mean, you know, it was like all of a sudden. I'm sorry. I know what it feels like now. You just
give
like,
me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You're going the wrong way. It's the wrong way. You gotta go further than that. You gotta go all the way to the edge.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Don't give me no kiss.
Can you just run downstairs? It'd be a lot easier.
I mean, listen.
She's right there. Mwah, there.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Well, Al, don't judge my life.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Before we finish, we got some church announcements. So as you know, today is Black Friday. So we're about to get deep off into the Black Friday listings and whatnot and what you
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Can I finish the church announcements first?
Well, hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I was clear on what just happened.
What's happening is the church announcement and you interrupting. That's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. That's real. You want to know what's real? That's real. Sister
Noise, could you hold your comment to testimonial period?
The Bible says that the woman needs to.
Nope.
Oh.
Now, see, yesterday morning, you was getting saucy yesterday morning.
Yeah, he did get sideways yesterday morning.
I mean,
I don't need that from you. Support me, Al.
Support me, Al. Lady Eloise.
Support me, Al.
Lady Eloise.
That's not what I did. I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you did.
I didn't say Lady Eloise.
No, yes, you did.
I didn't say Lady
Eloise. You said that old broad from Boomerang.
I could have been talking about Robin Gibbons.
Nope.
You talking about Robin Gibbons? I didn't give a name. I didn't give a name. Can I finish the church announcement, please? You interrupted me.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow on Saturdays, the girls are going to take me through the Black History Month. They said, well, you know, cosplayers are history, Daddy. I said, oh, really? And so they're going to convince me that they are. So they got black cosplayers that they're going to show me on tomorrow's.
And you know, last time I requested that it be done in costume.
I don't know. You know what? They may surprise me. I don't know what this show is about. I don't plan this one, so who knows? And then finally, if you enjoyed the 5 languages of apology last time, part 2 should be a doozy. So join us for that one tomorrow on part 2, and then Uncorked Wine. The last time we did this, it was the highest rated show or something similar. It was the highest rated show that we've had thus far on Uncorked Wine. So it is Black History Month. So we're coming back with a similar topic. The one got to go all black everything sip.
Oh my goodness!
All black everything. It's we're gonna get even blacker. We didn't think we could get blacker, but we can. We're gonna get blacker than we've ever gotten before. So there you go.
Some of us can, but I'm not saying any names.
I feel like that was directed directly at Cuz Noise.
I mean, listen.
I'm not saying no names though, but I feel like it was. Okay, now Mama Noise, what is it that you just had to interrupt me for? Go ahead.
Marcus.
I didn't say that.
That was not me.
No, it literally came out.
Brown.
It literally.
Is that where we are? I thought we was best. Okay.
Mama Noise, you look amazing. You don't look like her at all. You are sexy right now.
I'm gonna be original, and I'm gonna say you look regal.
Well, that's because she got on a Queen shirt.
That's what he tried to sneak and say.
We were trying to be, you know, don't give me no compliments.
It just gets worse than it.
Don't let me compliment you. You know what I'm gonna do.
My computer's acting up. Whatever just happened, like in the last 3 minutes, it was my computer. It wasn't me.
Whatever, dude.
All right. What
I wanted to say, did you say that you had one of your ministers on staff was Nelly?
What?
Yeah, I said Deacon Nelly. He's like in his prayer. He always say, you know, you got them old deacons say the same prayer over and over and over again. Every time they pray, it's like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Deacon Nelly in all his prayers, he always say it's getting hot in here.
Wait a minute, hold on, Al. I'm gonna
see what I'm saying. We just
you interrupted the church announcements for that.
I'm like, is it me? Am I the only one that noticed that we have Nelly as a deacon when we just talked about last Friday with him having the video?
But that ain't nothing compared to what some of our deacons are actually out there doing.
I was gonna say that's at least he apologized and got it off the internet. And from what I can tell,
did he really get it off the internet? Is it really?
Well, he got it and put it on the internet is what actually happened.
Mm.
But from what I can tell, none of the female congregants really even liked the video anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Okay,
that might be the worst trending or non-trending video ever.
And I think it blew up in his face. I think he thought it was going to go viral.
What did blow up in his face?
Killed the viewership for the next installment of Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't think it blew up in his face. It may have blew up in that girl's face. That was.
Oh Lord! Oh.
Ew! Oh man!
No, I was just saying it didn't blow up in Nelly's.
Nope.
I see.
Nelly really had nothing to do with that.
Nope.
Okay. Hey, Pastor Corey, I forgot you was in the building.
Nope. Now don't be trying to. Well, ain't that like some church folk? Oh, hey, Pastor, I ain't know you was standing there.
Hey, can I tell y'all something? I've learned some interesting things over the last 12 hours.
Oh.
That everything you see in the media is not true.
Oh.
Every narrative that is built around the image of a person is not necessarily true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I think we've simplified these narratives to such a place because we live in a society that needs a hero and a villain. Oh man, Pastor Corey said I gotta excuse myself. Hold on, just give me a second. We live in a society that needs a hero and a villain.
That is hilarious.
And how did this get back in here? I thought I deleted this. I'm sick of you, Ciara Spence.
Hey,
get off my avatar.
I got the power. Is that what you always say?
That's right.
Don't get used to that avatar. It won't last.
Ah, that's right.
Whatever. All right. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Mama Noise twice.
I was.
You interrupted yourself.
I mean to say, I get blamed for everything, boy.
Who changed the avatar? Who changed the avatar?
When I was on the show on that stream, I changed it to the one that I was on.
Well, I'm gonna change something about you later, and I can't say it because it's in court. This is considered evidence.
It's lunchtime for some of us.
Tell me it's lunchtime.
All right. I saw two interviews that honestly I was shocked at the level, and I'm mad that I'm shocked. So I have two different Black Friday streams that I want to take with these two different videos. So the first one is our good friends at I Am Athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And they interviewed J.R. Smith.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
And some of you may or may not know J.R. Smith from his infamous run with
The Five.
No, hush
Cleveland
me.
Cavaliers.
The Cleveland, yeah. The
Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know what Mama Noise pronounce
I'm
pronounce
here to
Pinot
help.
Grigio.
I'm here to help.
Pronounce Pinot
Cleveland.
Grigio.
Just say thank you, Mama Noise, for bailing me out. That's all you got.
I'm
not
just
saying
saying,
that. I'm not
Cleveland
saying that. I'm throwing all kinds of shit.
Cavaliers.
Whatever.
LIB.
Okay, so anyway, I want y'all to hear just a clip of
Stop
what he
muting
said.
my microphone.
I want y'all to hear just a clip of what he said on I Am Athlete.
Through. What you trying to accomplish with this move you making right now, this transition that you're in?
My biggest move right now is trying to change as many minds that look like us back into the Afrocentric mindset opposed to the Eurocentric mindset. We're so trained and it's so embedded to have that Eurocentric mindset that worry about myself, worry about me, worry about mine, worry about mine. I'm not going to help nobody else who look like me build up when everybody else do it but us. When you made over $100 million in your career, right? Is 105 going to change? 110 going to change your lifestyle? Realistically, you know how many people you can change lifestyle with $10 million in our hood, in our communities? We were in the lockout. We were in the, not the lockout, but we were in the bubble. George Floyd happens. That's right. We stopped playing. We're in there. We go, we're gonna ask the owners for it. We're gonna ask the owners for it. Stop asking them for.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are we asking them for? I went down the line. No bullshit. You can show. You can ask these dudes if not. I got Paul George sitting right here. I got DeMar DeRozan sitting right here. I got Russell Westbrook sitting right here. I'm literally sitting next to all of these dudes who are LA guys. I'm like, bro, I'm not counting your chips, but everybody else is. So you make 200, you make 200, you make 175, you make 150, you make 180. Why don't y'all have your own gym? Why we gotta go to UCLA to work out in LA every time? You got your own. Y'all all come from the exact same community. You want to inspire kids that look like you. All it takes is 5 of us. 5. 250, 250, 250, 250, 250. What bank gonna turn us down? We about to build this whole shit out for our community. We're gonna build gyms, rec centers, start leagues, and all of that. Who's gonna stop us? We got the money. We don't have the mindset.
I apologize, J.R. Smith, because clearly somebody played you, sir. And maybe it was all of us that bought into a narrative that simply wasn't true. But that was very well stated and very well articulated. And it fit right into what we were talking about yesterday. It was interesting. It was very interesting. And the interview is actually an hour long. So that was just a clip of what the entire interview is. And again, shout out to I Am Athlete for the footage. But I just thought it was interesting. But my biggest thing is, because we can get into what he said if you want to, but I also thought about, man, look what they've done to that dude's image in the NBA. Look what we've done to that dude's image in the NBA. We all think of him as the dude who didn't know that there wasn't know how to shoot the ball when he's supposed to in the final seconds of the finals, and he takes his shirt off and does wild stuff, this, that, and the other. We don't think of him as an intelligent black man who understands that we're all in this game together. We don't think of him as that. And I said, man, we got to do a better job media-wise. So that was one of the thoughts I had about it. But then I also thought about what he said, too, which I thought was very, very true. But what do y'all think about that? Mr. J.R. Smith and his revelation that he was able to share with his NBA brethren.
Hey, I think that wasn't all NBA.
Well, he shared that with his NBA. He shared the story on I Am Athlete with Brandon Marshall and football guys, but the original story came from a conversation he had with his NBA guys.
Hey, I like it. we always want to blame the media. It ain't necessarily the media's fault. Because we quick to call people. We got this new catchphrase. Mama knows, hey, how you doing?
Was that the catchphrase? Mama knows, hey, how you doing?
You might not know this catchphrase, Mama knows, but it's very popular nowadays in sports. We quick to call somebody garbage. Garbage.
Oh.
Not
That's
garbage.
true.
Garbage.
That dude is trash.
He's trash. Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh.
Yeah.
We quick to put that label on people nowadays. For real though.
Yeah.
And don't even know the person. But yet, because they didn't play the way we thought they should play or be as good as we thought they should be, they worked their asses off to get to where they are in the NBA because it's not easy to get there. And we quick to call them garbage. So it's not necessarily the media's fault. We put our mouth on folks way too much, and it ain't all for pleasure.
Well, as always, I will respectfully disagree. I don't know if it's all the media's fault, but I will say the media plays a significant portion in creating that narrative. A significant portion. How many times was that, and still to this day, how many times has that finals golf that he had been replayed on television over and over and over and over and over and over again? So if we think that he is trash, it is only because we're showing the worst or his trashiest play. I don't think we always arrive at that statement just on our own. Now, if you want to say that we are like sheep to the slaughter of the individual who is being trashed, I can get on board with that all day. But I also know how the game is played.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
As y'all ponder that, I would simply say that I've always thought of J.R. Smith as a loose cannon, somewhat a wild card, off off kilter. But I knew here recently last year when after all this time, after all these millions of dollars, this cat went back and finished his degree. I knew there was something more to him. There was something more to his character. And now we're starting to see that. So,
yeah. Mama Noe, what are your thoughts?
I think he makes some great points. When he said that, I was thinking, huh?
No, I was just gonna say, eyes frozen.
No, you're not anymore.
You're delayed.
On my end, I am.
Oh, okay.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, he made some good points. I mean, that when you heard what he said, how can you not stand back and say that's a good point? Y'all make all this money, but yet y'all all go to this one little location over there. Why ain't you, why haven't you done that? I know you like, I got this money and it's mine, all mine. I worked all hard for it. But why haven't you said, let's all pinch a couple of million off of the top and decide we're going to build some stuff like in Louisville, Kentucky. I haven't been back there in a little while, but I'm always looking at this newspaper called Louisville Business First. And I'm always abreast of all the business moves that are being made there. And they just built, well, maybe not just, but it's been recently that they built a sports complex in one of the favorite parks that, we used to go to that park and just hang out every Sunday or hang out, for holidays and, or just, just to go kick it. And they built a ginormous sports complex right there in the park. Okay. I think did they slap U of L on there? It seems like everything big or everything that's been recently built in the West Side, sports wise, has been U of L. But is that U of L? It wasn't. Okay, but this sports complex could just as easily be something that a lot of the, I'm not gonna say the names because they're friends of Mr. Noise, but certain ones of those friends could build a giant sports complex or rec center or something like that for these kids to lift weights and stuff too.
And I agree with you. That's kind of the same and a separate conversation all at the same time. But I do want to ask you this. Did your opinion of him, I don't know what your opinion of him was prior to hearing that, but did your opinion of him change hearing him say that?
I don't know him.
Okay, all right. There you go.
That's why I asked you, was he part of the Fab Five?
No.
So then I don't know him. No. I guess I assumed he was somebody else.
And I tried to prevent you from repeating that, and you repeated it anyway.
Well, I'm just saying,
I'm just saying you fancy yourself as the sports chick, and then there you go.
But I know when I'm wrong. I accept it. I was wrong.
All right.
Well, Mama Noah's, I haven't been back to Louisville. I mean,
stop that. You know better. You know better than to pronounce it like that.
I mean, I have been back to Louisville. God damn, I can't think of it.
Yes, you can.
Well, said it right there.
Rude. You just being rude.
I have
rise above that Mississippi education.
I have been back to Louisville.
There you go, buddy.
Since you guys have been back there, and I just want to tell you, it's still trash. Ain't nothing changed.
What the?
Boy, here we go. We starting already.
Hey, listen, before we go any further, did you do something different this morning? You changed your hair color or something?
That's right. She on her golden lady. She looking good.
Awfully nice this morning, Mama. I just want to tell you that.
Thank you.
You look nice every morning.
Thank you. Unlike Mr. Noise starting the day, calling me.
Nothing. I said you look nice.
Al, you gonna try to act like your screen is frozen?
Can we not make it about
that? Mama Noise, the darker the lipstick you wear with that hair color, more it's gonna look real good on you.
Thank you.
Are you a fashion designer now? Well, you're a man of all trades, aren't you? You are an oak.
I'm just observing.
All right. Well, guess what, y'all? I heard another clip this morning. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because that interview is way too long. But on a different podcast with The Pivot, which those are the guys that used to be with Brandon Marshall but decided to pivot after they got into some beef on the money, sound like. But they have Floyd Mayweather on the show. And me and Mama Noise listened to that one together, and we were like, damn, Floyd is like way more intelligent than I gave him credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Money Mayweather.
I really think but I remember his big moment of, boy, he's stupid, came on the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne the God tried to make it sound like he couldn't read.
Oh, that ain't right.
Well, he did. But he's also made almost $1 billion. Now you can talk about how, his lifestyle if you want to. If you don't like, the accusations that are surrounding his character, that's fair. That's a fair assessment of who he is. He has some questionable things that he's been accused of in his life. But one thing he might not can read, but that man can count, and he knows how to build. He knows how to build money and build businesses. He has made millions all in the realm of boxing. He's made a lot of money in boxing, but he's not made all that money in boxing. So it's just interesting to me how we as black people, going back to something Cuz said, and I do agree with it from this perspective. We buy into I agree from this perspective. You got to hear the whole thing. Hear the whole thing. The whole thing.
It's like
we will hear a media narrative and then run with it, and that's how we form our opinion on whether or not a person is trash or not. And that's unfair. I think that's unfair. And I'm guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty. I've done it. I've done it.
I don't blame the media like you're so willing to do. I think many of us sit in our living rooms and we actually believe in our hearts of hearts because we paid for the cable and we bought the television and we got the system, the speakers in place, the sound bar, we got the speakers up behind our head, and we actually believe on Saturdays or Sunday that we actually can play better than. So we pass judgment on people in order to lift ourselves up, to make us feel better about ourselves. The only reason why you would ever call anybody garbage
Just at Russell Westbrook.
Listen, as much as I love my co-pastor, Ron, I have never called Daniel Jones, not Daniel.
Daniel
Jones. I have never called Daniel Jones garbage, even though I
yes, you have.
No. He wasn't y'all great white hope. I might have said that, but I've never called him garbage.
I think you said he's garbage. The franchise is garbage. You've had a lot of commentary toward the New York Football Giants.
We so easily put people down.
That's true.
It rolls off of our tongues, and we don't think much about it. We don't even think a second. It's subconsciously what we're doing.
But I do think the media has driven a lot of it, though, because I really do. If you go back and look at how a lot of these opinions are formed, a lot of them are not formed based just solely on the performance on the field or the performance at the Grammys or at a concert or whatever. We'll look at a social media or we'll look at a TMZ or we'll look at this or we'll look at that and we'll say, oh, that person is X, Y, and Z. And now, because of what we've seen, that we've connected what we've seen to and made that who that person is without putting any of it into any kind of context.
And here's an example of how the media can dictate or narrate the picture. J.R. Smith is portrayed as this buffoon who don't even know game time situation, but people don't remember or they never even knew that J.R. Smith is one of the greatest athletes to play the game of basketball.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea.
Arguably one of the best role players that's ever been on a championship team.
Is this the same J.R. Smith that I remember posting in Sports Noise? That's the sports page that we have for noisemakers, in case you're interested. There's a Sports Noise page, a Sports Noise group. And I thought I posted an article regarding a J.R. Smith in regard to golf, that he's golfing.
Yes, he went back to.
He is almost a scratch golfer.
Yeah,
what's a scratch?
Zero handicap means he's on par with the
the PGA level. Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is a whole nother language. I don't know this.
Let's just say he could play. He's almost at the level he could play professionally. That's what we're saying.
Oh. Yeah,
he's really good. He's actually went back to HBCU, right? He's at HBCU right now, right? And he's a student, full-time student there, and on the golf team.
That's what I thought I remember hearing, but
and by the way, in his career, he's made $90 million. So if I'm gonna be a buffoon, let me be a buffoon plus $90 million.
Sounds like he's doing all right.
So I really do think we've allowed ourselves to get caught into something that is, and I got to do better. I realize I do have to do better in some instances with just being a little more patient to assess.
Right. And most of us, because I'm the same. I only see Floyd Mayweather is this rich, amazing athlete who's flamboyant and very unwise with his money. Because it's nothing for him to carry around a stack of $200,000 in cash and then come home with zero. If he wants to fuel his private jet and pick up Uncle Tommy from Vegas so that they could, get a haircut and go clubbing in New York, let's do it. So, but that's how my mind portrays, not seeing, his wise business decisions and how he's managed to maintain that level of wealth.
I'm sorry, you had something, Mr. North?
Real quick, I was just gonna say they say it ain't tricking if you got it though. That's what they say. I mean, it looked wasteful only to me because I ain't got it. But
you can't do that when Cuz is trying to say something. It'll be
no, he's ready. He's ready. But see, if you hadn't added the extra, he'd be right in his way.
No,
my bad, Queen.
Help me out if I'm wrong on this, ILB, because I do consider you a wiser gentleman.
Wise.
We blame the media for what's put out there. But the reality is we buy from the media that which we want to buy. Listen, the media was selling us, has been selling us for years now. Tom Brady was the GOAT.
Yeah.
Many of us didn't feel that way. He may be the GOAT now. I mean, shit, hell. But for years, they did Tom this and Tom that. And many of us were feeling like, F y'all and Tom. Come on now, tell the truth, shame the devil.
No lies being told so far.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Yet, we didn't buy that argument. Yet we buy the arguments that's negative about ourselves. We are buying into that which we already have a predisposition to believe. We have to do our own work and say, you know what? I don't care what you say about that black man. He has value. And then we have to stop calling each other garbage.
No, that part I don't disagree with. I absolutely don't disagree with anything you just said right there. And that's kind of what I was alluding to when I saw both clips. I mean, we watched the whole hour of interview and we were both like, well, damn, Floyd Mayweather is not a fool. Y'all might want to make him a fool. He may have done some foolish things in his life, but he is by no means a fool. That is a sharp, sharp brother.
What about the other guy?
Businessman.
Yeah.
What about the other guy down there in Houston, that white guy, the defensive player? He left Houston and went somewhere else.
JJ Watt.
JJ Watt.
You would think JJ was, next to JC.
For some people, yeah.
Yeah, because of what they try to sell us in the media. Yeah, we don't buy it. We don't believe it. We're not there.
So you're saying we're only buying the negative things about black people. And guess what? That is actually what Floyd said. Floyd said if Warren Buffett want to make money till the cows come home in retirement, nobody's going to say a word. But if a black man want to make money in retirement, who he think he is? Oh, what's his problem? Oh, and I was like, well, damn, how can I disagree with truth?
There you go. Stop blaming the media. We want to believe. It's almost as if we want to believe negative.
So you're saying we only believe in what we've already predisposition, like you said, to believe. Like we believe black people should. We've already got in the barrel and we're crabbing it up, and so they just making it easy for us to crab a little bit.
Yeah, we turn around and blame them. Bullshit. We're responsible for how we think about ourselves.
So you're saying black people are garbage?
I'm saying black people are not garbage.
Oh. The ones
Garbage.
that
Is that garbage?
They call people garbage is garbage. I'm just trying to get the full.
Trying to understand, man. This is a difficult conversation.
I just have a problem with blaming the media for that which we believe, because a lot of the shit the media puts out there, we don't buy it.
That's true, but
about them, but when it's negative about us,
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, because
they believe everything that comes out of the media's mouth about us.
They believe, yes, they believe,
and we believe what comes out of the media's mouth about us.
I don't know.
The first thing that you see out of the media's mouth about us is usually something negative. When's the first time you see something positive come out?
Yeah.
The first thing that comes out of the mouth is negative, and we believe the negative information verbatim when it comes from the media.
When I heard Jesse Smollett got beat up in Chicago, I told her, ain't nobody done it.
Yeah,
He's French and black, so he was already.
There are times when we should believe.
I'm saying when the Bishop Chappelle said we were oddly quiet because we knew
he was clearly lying.
Nobody know you on no hellfire.
Well, his story was really jacked up, so you had no choice but
not to believe. Right?
Like, bro, now you know.
But outside of Juicy,
we skeptical.
Yeah.
We skeptical.
Derek said one of the greatest tricks of slavery was not convincing blacks that whites were better, but rather convincing blacks that no one among us is good enough. Wow. Willie Lynch doctrine and poverty mindset cause us to be envious. So when we talk about people, we try to destroy their character without knowing who they really are.
Don't have
and then he said the evangelist Jay-Z, he won't settle on a church. He said, why is nobody asking what the crabs are doing in the barrel to begin with?
Oh,
he won't settle on a church. He won't do it. He said it's too much money in this evangelism game to be trying to pastor a church. We believe white people's ice is colder. Wow.
You know. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So thank you, Mama Noise. I so love it. Back to what the gentleman is saying in the chat. It seems as if you're saying we suffer from low self-esteem.
I don't know if we suffer from it as much as we're ingrained in it. Okay. It is a part of our DNA.
You're gonna turn that around because you have a problem with the word suffering?
Well, because only reason I say it is because I think we start our lives in low self-esteem. A lot of us, like we don't even like. Sometimes low self-esteem is something that develops over time in you. Whereas a lot of us, man, we start in like we are birthed in low self-esteem, shaping in low self-esteem. If I can go biblical.
Yeah, because if you get too much self-esteem, folks feel like they need to be the one to bring you down.
How about this, cuz? How many times you heard one of your because I've heard it from mine. This is bad. This is bad. I'm telling y'all in advance what I'm about to say is bad. How many times have you heard from one of your country or hood cousins say, "Oh, that's little Ray Ray with his bad ass. He's so bad." Well, Ray Ray ain't got a fighting chance. Ray Ray is 1.5, and already he has been labeled as bad.
Baby kids.
He got no shot. Ray Ray got no shot to keep out of jail. Why? Because the nigga is bad down. He is bad in diapers.
Already.
The dude can't read, spell, or formulate a sentence, but he's bad. He's already bad. So where is his self-esteem going?
I agree with you. That's another one of those subconscious things that we do. We don't realize the power of our words.
That part.
And how we are labeling and boxing people in before they have a fighting chance.
Before they have a fighting chance. So
that's facts.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We do a lot of damage from the start, man. And it's generational and perpetual. It's a part of who we are culturally at this point.
And you're an anomaly when you try to say the opposite. Or you try to do the opposite.
Well, not only that, you're an anomaly when you come out of it.
Well, yeah.
That is the miracle. That is actually the miracle of the black this is a horrible word too, evolution. That you're able to come out of it at some point because it's so engulfed in our community and so ingrained in our DNA to actually come out of it. For a black woman to think positively about herself, about the way she looks, like Derek is talking about now. He said a woman had a video who was combing a little black girl's hair, and the little girl told the woman she thought she was ugly because of her hair, and the lady affirmed her, and she started crying. So for a black woman to ever get a positive imagery about her hair, ever, I ain't talking about her hair that she permed up or weaved up. I'm talking about her actual natural hair. Miraculous. That's why I think I celebrate natural hair. My youngest daughter came out the other day. She was going to school, and she came down the stairs, and she has a lot of hair, a lot of natural hair. It's grown, it's quite healthy. She came down the stairs, and I mean, she had her little, what you call a little thing where you pull your hair back?
Headband.
It's a headband. Okay, headband. I thought it was a fancy name, but maybe not. But she had a headband on, and it was froed out. I mean, that thing was. That's all right. I said, girl, you look good. She said, you like it, Daddy? I said, I love it. But more importantly, I love that you love it and that you're confident enough in yourself to wear it. But we also told her the truth. Some of them knucklehead, goofy-ass kids at your school going to say something to you that day. I want you to be prepared for it and still walk in the confidence of your crown. And sure enough, as we're sitting here today, some of them goofy ass kids, oh, why your hair so big? Oh, it ain't, look at the texture. Oh, but her hair is soft as a baby's bottom. But because it don't look European or it don't look Eurocentric or it's not flattened the way that people want, we're our own worst enemy, man. So to make it out and have the confidence to do something that, man, that's a miracle. Man.
It's funny that you said that. I saw a snippet on YouTube of Kevin Hart, who was saying that he was telling his cousin that he had bought some land and said he was tired of trying to find a house and was just going to have a house built. He said he called I think it's his brother. He called him Captain Negative. He said, I told him, I think I found me some land, and I think, instead of trying to find a house, I'm gonna have one built. And he said, good luck, because you ain't got no experience. And he said, what? Fool, I didn't say I was gonna build it with my bare hands. I said I'm going to I'm gonna have a house built. And he's like, every time he said something, it was always a negative reply. And he's like, what is happening?
Well, listen, I just heard the evangelist Jay-Z talking about this. It's an old interview, but he said the guy told his uncle told him when he wanted to start Rock Nation away from Def Jam or away from starting his own thing. He said, hey man, you can't do that. And he was like, no, you can't do that. Don't put your limitations on my life. But that's what we do. So to make it out of that and to actually do it, I got to do better.
Well, and the fact that you meet somebody that, like, when we talked about starting this podcast, and Lloyd had a favorite podcast that he listened to, and then to cross paths with the actual content creator, and the content creator, like, yeah, I'll meet with you. Yeah, I'll tell you everything I know, and I'll tell you, that it's going to take a lot of work, and I'll tell you. I'm going, he didn't have to do that. He could have been like, all this work I done put in, bruh, you on your own. Every man got to do it, you just got to put the work in or whatever. Or he could have been like, I've arrived at my spot. You just got to put in the work to get to yours or whatever. But he stopped his day and talked for, I know it was well over an hour, just telling Lloyd, you got this, you can do this. And, I commend him for that. Mr. Noise, you look perplexed. And
no. I'm actually Mr. Derek sent us something, and I'm about to pull it up because it's relevant to this conversation.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I was doing.
Okay, well then I'll say this while you're doing that is that one of the things when Derek said a couple of comments back when he said the tricks of slavery, talking about that convincing blacks that whites were better. I'm blown away because as soon as he said that, my mind went to I was watching an episode of New York Undercover from back in the day, and there was a black couple that was at the hospital with their baby. Their baby was sick. Well, they didn't want the black doctor. They wanted the white doctor.
Right.
And it was like, we want him. Why do they keep trying to give us to the black doctor? They assumed that the black doctor was not as qualified, educated, did not have as much experience as the white doctor. But what they didn't know was the white doctor was the one responsible for killing their daughter. The black doctor was the one saying, hey man, I think the doctor was, and this is TV, but the doctor was intoxicated while trying to treat their child. And the black doctor was saying, this is not a good idea. You need to do this. He was doing what was right. But they were like, just because he was white, he was the better doctor.
I want to show this clip because this is worth us taking a moment in the show to see this here real quick. So let's pull this up real quick and see. This is what Derek was talking about earlier. Let's see here.
Bro, like, I'm not even playing with you on here like this. Say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are so pretty. You all shut up. Go on. You when you look at yourself, you supposed to say, I'm so pretty. You are so pretty. Do you hear me? You got the prettiest little dimples. You are so cute. No, you gonna make me cry. Oh my God. You're ugly. Hey girl. Say that.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I will say this though, that was a
Don't do it.
That was an ugly crime.
You gotta fight. You gotta fight that thing sometimes. Inside.
I mean, listen, it's
just look. Just hold on.
Just fight it. It'd be like, no, I know it's fun. Okay, I know. That's where the joke was. And I heard the joke too, cuz I really did. But I just felt it would be wildly inappropriate to say it. But okay. So I'm conflicted now because I was thinking the same thing. Okay.
Listen, let me say this. We've had this discussion before on this here podcast. Most of our young ladies suffer from exactly what that young girl is suffering from. They just never speak it out loud. But we show them in our actions that they are not beautiful, that they are not valued. Period.
But and while I go ahead.
She ain't the only one feeling that way. There's a whole lot of black girls.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what we said earlier. When you have some esteem, or when you feel like you have some pride and confidence in, your appearance or you as an individual, it's like, man, your own family will come for you. Oh, here she comes, thinking she all that. Girl, you need to sit down somewhere. Ain't nobody studying you. Ain't nobody checking for you. And it's like, man. So you can.
Why? So stop right there. Why do we not want us to be great?
Because we don't feel good about ourselves.
Well, why?
But why does my being great make you feel bad about you?
Listen, it is. Oh Jesus.
Don't call him the Lord today.
We oftentimes focus on, in this country, in our community, we focus on the fact that white people have a superiority complex, that they are, what's the word I'm looking for? That's slipping my mind.
You said superiority complex.
White privilege.
Privilege.
Is it an old word?
Advantage.
Whatever the word is. They feel that they are better than us.
Okay.
And most of us feel that they feel that way, and we're calling them out in the media and society that white people have this complex that they are better than us. What we need to focus more on is our own complex, because just like white folks got that complex from slavery and Jim Crow, we also got a complex from those same eras, same time in history.
Well, what is our complex?
We don't want to say it. That's the problem, Rob. We don't want to say it. Inferiority complex. We don't feel good about ourselves.
Alicia said she is an educated black woman all the way through school. You're trying to be white. You don't belong here. Working on my second master's degree in engineering now. And then you try to go, or you grow out of listening to the negativity. You've been trained that we are inferior, written out of history, not represented in the media in a positive way.
And most of us believe we have an inferiority complex. I mean, we don't believe we do, but we have it.
Because we've been, but to that point though, because we have been inundated into a system and a country that has gone well out of its way to make sure that mindset is reinforced on a consistent and constant basis. That you are good, but you're just not good enough. You're good enough to play the game. You're not good enough to own the team. You're good enough to win the award. You're not good enough to own the company that puts the album out. It's always that. Your talent is one thing, but your mental capacity is a whole different thing. So it's not unfounded completely.
But is it because they give us those little crumbs that we stay in that complex?
See, the problem is the reason why we stay in the complex is just like the Wahites. White people don't want to admit that they have a superiority complex. They say, "Oh no, I have no advantages from slavery. Oh no, I don't think I'm better than anybody." They don't admit where they are, and we don't admit where we are. Until you tell the truth about what slavery and Jim Crow did to this country, you cannot solve the problem.
Yeah. I want to answer Derek's question too, because he brings up, as to the surprise of no one, he brings up an interesting statement. He said, "Do the degrees give us value, or are they simply certification to do what we want to do?" I would argue that the degrees are part of the trick.
Well, kind of went back to my question. I was saying because we're getting these breadcrumbs.
No, I'm agreeing with you, Ron. Yeah. I'm saying the degrees are part of the trick. Because think about what the game is. The game is now, and it's worse than it ever has been. The game is now, in order to play with us, or for us to give you a salary, we need you to invest in yourself. So come over here and pay this $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 for this piece of paper, and we'll pay you back $40,000.
Then that means you picked the wrong career field.
But most of us do though. Most of us do. That's the game.
You gotta do your work. You gotta do your work. Shit.
Well, Well, okay, and I understand you gotta do your work, but
Listen, you worked into work. You know for a fact there are so many people that go to college, major in a degree, a field, a study, get out and go to work in that field, and only when they go to work in that field do they learn how much money that field pays. Them then just didn't even know.
They didn't even know. You're right.
They went all the way through college and had no idea how much money they were going to make until they started making the money. Then they say, well, shit, hell, this ain't enough. Well, shit, hell, it's too late.
Can I even take it a step further? You will go and get a degree to go work for someone, and they'll teach you in college how to work for someone. But what they will not teach you in college is how to be the owner that hires the people that work for you.
Never.
Listen, I agree with what you're saying, but all of us aren't going to be owners.
But give us the option at least. Give us the option at least.
You still need to go to school. You cannot not go to school. You got to go to school.
I agree, everybody's not going to be an owner.
Okay.
But everybody has to learn how to be a owner. That's how power succeeds. You got to build the next person to take the next role. So yeah, you're gonna have worker bees everywhere.
Right.
Some people are always going to be that, but you have to have the mindset that I can be the next person.
And even in ownership, there is an ownership to that. In other words, I may own the company, but I can empower everybody else to take ownership in this company and take a piece, and we build it together. It ain't that I got to be the only top owner. We own it together, and then we build it together, and then we all get what we need out of it. We all make money. We all, listen, is everybody going to walk away from this company, Bill Gates? Hell no. That's not how this works. That's never going to be how it works. Not in a capitalist society. But can we all walk away living in the same community? Absolutely.
It's Bill Gates? Hell no.
Listen.
The greatest trick I've seen a corporation do is they tell everybody you're an owner. They tell everybody in the company you're an owner. This is your company. You own this company. These people will work their ass off because of that.
Yeah, but they're lying.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's still a Fortune 500 company that's still making billions of dollars because everybody believes that they are owner and they have ownership in the company. And that's all the way down to the damn janitor.
That's a good point, Ron. That's a damn good point you just made there, sir.
As a woman, I make it a point every day to tell Black or white women, no matter what their race, I tell them how beautiful they are. I tell my children frequently. That wasn't something that was instilled in me. That was something I realized that there are a lot of women that go around in a day that are never told they're beautiful. And I said, I'm going to make it a conscious effort, intentional effort to tell women how beautiful they are. And so I regularly pour in frequently into our children because of the standard of which social media and all media across the board says contrary. When, they see, all these different stars and celebrities and so on and so forth, and they think that is beautiful. But I try to help them to understand what natural beauty is. And I just think it's so important. It's so important that, matter of fact, I've changed my greeting to a lot of different women and just start calling them beautiful. Hey, beautiful, how you doing? They may not never hear it that day, that week, or maybe there's not somebody in their life that even recognizes that they're beautiful or, that will even take that type of step or effort. But I say, you know what? I'm going to do it because they need to be told that they're beautiful. And to see that baby, I had to hold back my tears because if telling that baby how beautiful she is and that she's not ugly, because please believe when we were growing up, we was quick to call somebody ugly. You get the color purple. You sure is ugly. Everybody remembers that scene. Nobody wants to be called the ugly one. But man, when you flip the script and start telling somebody how beautiful they are, how incredible they are, man, you change their whole. It makes a difference. It made this child cry. So apparently somebody has been telling us she's been ugly for quite some time. And those are the words that she received. And those are the words she believed.
Well, or it may not be as simple as that. It could be. Now, it could be exactly what you just said. But it may also be that she somehow has gotten, because it happens. It does happen. Where societally we have crafted a narrative from our schoolhouses to our cartoons to our children's television shows that beauty is, and even in our everyday language, we've crafted a narrative that beauty is a certain type of thing. So the Barbie doll is beautiful. The whatever, however we say it, however we see it, the imageries, the language is crafted in such a way to where you look at beauty differently than you may initially look at it as, or whatever. So I don't know how she got that message, especially so young.
I mean,
she got it. You're right, she got it. And then I want to address Alicia's statement as well, because she said, well, this past summer we offered, and I'm assuming she's talking about her school. Or I mean, I'm sorry, not her school, but her job or whatever. Maybe she's talking about school. I don't know. But she said, we taught high school juniors and seniors about entrepreneurship, and there are people teaching our children about ownership. I agree that there are people that will introduce people to ownership and entrepreneurship. We've always had those programs. Hell, we had those programs when we were in school. But it's not first. It's not. I've been around education. I'm a 25 plus year veteran. It's not. We don't celebrate entrepreneurship. And here's how I know we don't celebrate entrepreneurship. Because when Black entrepreneurs emerge, how often do we support them?
They quickly disappear.
Oh my gosh.
When they come on social media and say, hey, I just started a business to do X, Y, and Z, go back and clock how many congratulations they get as opposed to the person that said, hey man, I just got a promotion.
You are preaching. That is facts. That is so fact. I've watched it. Matter of fact, just last night, one of my friends that got Facebook friends that gotten hired as she's working at a hospital. She was like, I just wanted to share this good news about me getting my new job. And I just wanted to share. I'm so excited. I wanted to share it. Man, there's almost, close to 50 plus comments of congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And then I flipped the script yesterday as just so happened on yesterday on our group page, a group that I'm in. Somebody said they had started a breeding business where they have they breed pit bulls and French bulldog puppies. Well, one.
So you might remember this. The greatest trick McDonald's ever did with Black people was put Calvin on a commercial.
Yes.
Where Calvin went to, they congratulated his ass because he got a promotion.
Great job, Calvin.
Now, one time did somebody say, man, go open up your own franchise, Calvin. But every time Calvin got a promotion, the whole damn neighborhood congratulated who?
Way to go, Calvin.
They
because
ran
we've
that
been
damn
taught to stay in
commercial
our
for 10
lane.
years.
We've been taught to stay in our lane. Stay in your lane. Don't be trying to get in ownership. Now, McDonald's has, since you brought up McDonald's, they have so many African-American owners, right? But they're owning the ones like in the hood, right? However, I just read an article not too long ago that they're struggling because they're not getting as much support as their white counterparts.
Yeah, but that might be because the food's nasty. I ain't gonna.
They put too much damn sugar in the sweet tea.
Right. And they took orange drink off the menu. So when you start,
they put it back. They put it back.
Out for a long time, Mama Noise. It
was, but Al said he tasted it and it tastes like it did last time.
I'm just saying.
Listen, when when you drunk late at night, there ain't nothing like some McDonald's fries or orange drink and a fish sandwich.
Yeah, but if you take it off the menu though, and it's drink too, it ain't juice, it's drink.
Listen, something that was talked about earlier, mentioned earlier. I think it was Miss Dunlap that mentioned her degrees.
Yes.
Listen, we have to understand that some of the highest achievers, and I'm not talking about her in particular, I'm talking about people in general, us in particular. Some of the highest achievers are people that are still broken inside. And what they do is they pursue outward success in order to feel that hole. So I go out and I get 1, 2, 3. Some people folks got 5. Some folks got the 3 degrees. 3 degrees.
Yep.
Our business owners do the same thing. Because they were told that they were nothing, now they go out and they try to overachieve in order to compensate for how they feel about themselves on the inside. Now, the news flash for you. Doesn't matter what you do on the outside until you fix how you feel about yourself on the inside. It's only a matter of time before you destroy that which you build.
Amen.
First time I heard you ever talk about self.
That's a fact. You can have all those degrees, but you still won't feel good about yourself on the inside. You're good about your accomplishments, but you are not your accomplishments, just like you're not your failures. So you have to do your work on the inside.
But you know what, cuz I am my accomplishments if my accomplishments are all that I have. And that's here's the
hold on, say that again now.
I am my accomplishments if my accomplishments is all that I have. And here's the perfect analogy to what I just said. How many black men in the church who are leading churches will not allow you to call them anything other than pastor? You know why that? You know why they want you to call them pastor? They almost demand that you call them pastor. It's not. Now, they don't try to tell you it's a sign of respect. But the truth is, that's their accomplishment. That's it. That's the list. I ascended up the spiritual mountain and I attained the title of pastor. And I'm a horrible father. I'm a horrible husband. I suck up my job and I'm making less than I would like to make there. But I am a pastor. But it's interesting to me that in dealing with Wahite pastors, they don't ask you to call them pastor. They say, call me Bill.
No matter how much success you have, eventually that success is going to not be as valuable as it was initially. It won't mean as much to you.
Yeah.
It's going to the excitement of it, the thrill of it is going to wear off, if you will. That's why those titles, eventually, you call me pastor at first, and that meant a whole lot to me, but eventually that wears off.
Wears off.
It's not as important. So you're still left with just who you are, because you're not your title. You're not your job. You're not
But if you never explore who you are, if you never, and that's why I said we're rooted in it.
But once it wears off, once the excitement wears off, once the thrill wears off, you're still stuck with yourself.
Yeah.
Because you realize eventually those degrees are important. Rich folks say all the time, or people with money say all the time, now that I got the money, now what? I've bought a house. I've bought 2 cars. I even put a fence around the damn house. I got a couple of red bottoms. Notice I said a couple of red bottoms, Ron, because you can't buy just one red bottom. I got red bottoms. I got Gucci this and into this. I got my purse with no money in it. Eventually, all of that stuff doesn't mean
my purse with no money in it.
All that stuff doesn't mean as much eventually, and then you still stuck with self. So until you do your work on you, on the inside, nothing on the outside will fill that hole. It'll fill it temporarily, but not long term. I promise.
Look at some of the most rich and successful people in our country. We mentioned a few today. Bill Gates was at one point the richest man in the world, and he got to the top of the mountain and was like, "This is it. That's all there is. I'm up here. I got all this money, and that's it. I'm just staring out at the rest of y'all. Well, this is a sucky life." So he started doing social activist stuff and trying to change the world. Same thing. What's wrong, Mama Noe?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You done it now. We can't ignore that you did it. Is it something? Can you?
I'll inbox.
Put it in the group chat or something so I can see what's going on. Okay. Same thing with Jay-Z. Jay-Z got to the top of the rap world and was like, "This is it." All I am is the best rapper. That's all I've accomplished. And then he realized I should do more shit than this. This is it. This ain't it.
But they all eventually get there. If we all sitting back looking at Whitney Houston saying, "How did you jack that up, man? You had the voice." But eventually all that success didn't mean as much to her as it initially did. Because
Whitney, crack is a powerful thing.
Well, it is.
She was still trying to fill a hole.
But I'm gonna say this: being Whitney Houston should have never been the goal. At least not the artist, because the artist is gonna do whatever the artist does. But at the end of the art, you know what's funny, man? Floyd Mayweather told a story, and he said they asked him because he got a grandson now. One of his daughters is like 21, 22. She has a son. And they asked him, they said, "Well, what do you do with your grandson?" He said, "Well, most of the time, what we do is we'll be in the living room and we'll fall asleep. He'll fall asleep on me, and then they'll come in and start taking pictures of us." I said, "Wow, you're not Floyd Mayweather. You Floyd." Because that means he gets that means something. And that's a memory and a moment that surpasses every boxing match he's ever won, that surpasses all the money he's ever achieved. He said, you know what he said more than anything in that interview? He kept saying over and over again. He said, "My biggest concern is my children. Making sure that I'm raising them right." He said, "That's one of the reasons why I've stopped giving them money. I told these Negroes, now that they're adults, they got to figure out what they want to do and be." He said, "Now I'll financially support them, but I need a plan." Because he realized, man, being a Mayweather is not going to get you very far in life. And all that's going to do is just drain all your money out your bank account.
Well, the old folks used to say you can't take it with you.
Well, it's bigger than that, though, Mama Noise. You don't know who you are if I just give you money. You can't discover who you are if I just give you money. If money is the goal and you have it, then what is now the new goal? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said earlier, man, we are rooted and grounded. Okay. We are rooted and grounded in low self-esteem. Well, you got some parting words?
No. I think you guys are once again having an amazing show, an excellent conversation about who we are. And I believe eventually we're going to wake up to the realization, to the understanding, clarity.
Yeah.
That it's really all about us and nobody else.
Mm.
Period.
Well, that's what J.R. Smith said.
Period.
He said, "Hey, man, we got to do better than this."
We keep trying to hold everybody accountable, but we ourselves.
Wow.
That's problematic.
Yeah. Thank you, cuz. Pulling up. Appreciate you, man.
Peace.
Powerful stuff, man. I mean, really, really powerful stuff to talk about today. But I had to. Oh wow. I see now. What you say, Mama Noise? Okay.
Oh Lord.
That was surprising. I'm glad I got a chance to see those two interviews, and I'm glad I got a chance to see them back to back. Now, obviously, I have not finished the J.R. Smith because I feel like that's going to be a really, really.
Oh, it's long. I mean,
yeah. Well, but that's okay. I don't mind because listen, sometimes I like. You know what is funny? Now we're changing the subject a little bit. I never thought when I was younger I'd be this guy. I did. I'll be honest with you. I never thought I'd be this guy. Because when you're young and you're going and you're doing, you're saying, well, I'm always going to be outside. I'm always going to be hooping. I'm always going to be doing this. I'm always going to be active, blah, 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 blah. And now my greatest joy is great conversation. Sitting with my friends and having great conversation is my greatest joy. I don't know if I have anything that I do in my life that's better than that to me. And I don't care if we're sitting down breaking bread in a restaurant or we're sitting in our living rooms or even in this format. I just love iron sharpening iron. I love it. I love it.
That's bananas.
It is. Because I listen to podcasts and talk shows and, well, not janky talk shows, but like good talk shows and interviews. I love listening. I love learning about people. I love learning about the human mind and condition.
Really?
I do.
So then not one more statement about my documentaries.
That well, see, the shit you learn in documentaries.
Nope.
Learn.
Nope, it's learning and listening. I'm just saying, you just going on about your I just love a good documentary.
Well, that is true. You do love it.
I like to learn about the good documentary.
I knew where this was headed when I started my soliloquy.
I'm just saying, if we're going to go there, let's go all the way in.
Okay. All right. Stephon, I got the messenger. That is definitely for Uncorked Wine tomorrow, and I can't wait to show it. Cannot wait to show that. Anyway, that was one. Those are two of the stories that I wanted to bring out today, but I have a third.
Really?
I hate that Cuz is gone because I think as much as he liked the first two, he'll like this one even more, Ron.
Well,
I have a story. So there was an interview podcast where Cam Newton was on this podcast and he was talking about to Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner seems to pop up quite a bit these days.
Yeah, popular.
And in the conversation turned to who should be considered relationship goals for the culture.
Oh.
And Brittany Renner said she considered Russell Wilson and Ciara couple goals because Ciara went from a situation with Future to where she wasn't valued to a situation where Russell Wilson treats her like a goddess. So then Cam pondered that if Ciara really valued what Future brought to the table, and this didn't sit well with the commenters. So, here's some of the thoughts that went on with that conversation. Well, maybe I should play the comments from Cam first. Should I play the comments? Let me play the comments from Cam first.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the other part.
Your status to who is the couple of the culture that you would be like, if I got a dude or when that day I get a dude, I wanna have these type of qualities that they present. Not to say that they don't have any flaws or they're just perfect or they're not able to kind of voice their opinions. But who do you see in a relationship that you say, you know what? Oh, that's cute. I like that. I want to imply that or apply those things when I have a man one day.
Ciara and Russell Wilson.
What?
Ciara and Russell Wilson.
Explain.
First of all, I don't know them personally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could both be cheating on each other, and we don't know. But the Instagram pictures and videos are adorable. I feel like, if we're just being frank, to have a baby daddy like Future, and then a man come in and accept you and love you and treat you as you should have been treated when you were with him, step up to the plate and literally treat you like an actual goddess. That to me is ideal. That to me is more so of a realistic comparison, because it's like, okay, maybe my baby doesn't have Future, but I still have a baby daddy by an NBA player. You know, a certain type of guy is going to want to have to step up and be secure in even fulfilling that role, let alone, like I said, you know, being the stepdad to someone else's kid. So I feel like their relationship to me is more so goals, because it's like this guy Future who's out here running rampant with girls who are 20 years old. And nobody wants to talk.
Do you know him?
I don't know Future.
Okay, so you can't.
But we know who
I ain't
he
gonna let you go at my dog now.
Okay.
I ain't gonna let you. I ain't gonna let you do that.
You're right. Yeah.
He a dog right here now. Shit, you bought some Future in that shit. That ain't gonna go.
So, but the reality is he's dated girls who are like 20 years old.
Okay,
he's like 40. Nothing wrong with that. But you know, I was crucified for a 6-year age gap between me and my baby daddy. So anyways, different people, different rules. That's cool. But I feel like Future had Ciara and didn't obviously see her value. And not even that, didn't see the value within himself, which is why he couldn't see the value in her. So I think like
why are you I feel like you're coming at a lane where why didn't Ciara see the value in Future?
So I asked the noisemakers, was the real problem with Ciara and Future's relationship is that Ciara didn't see the value in Future? You muted, Mama Noise. You muted.
What value?
He has value.
He was going around doing the Nick Cannon thing before Nick Cannon.
But we just said that.
And first of all, the fact that Cam Newton with his bunch of baby having tail, the reason why he talking about that's my guy. I guess all y'all are y'all in a club? Is it a club of men that want to go around and just have a bunch of babies by random chicks?
Okay, but we just said, Mama Noise, everything you look at on the outside in ain't always exactly the the whole picture, whatever. So,
you're right. So that he married all of these women.
Do Future?
With all these children.
To my knowledge, he has not.
That's a no. Cam Newton didn't even marry the woman he's got about 3 kids by right now. Well, why keep having kids by then?
I thought he was married. I thought Cam is married.
No, he didn't marry her because I remember she was like putting a plea out saying, she got all these babies by Cam and he going around. And I get it. He trying to find some place to stay employed longer than a year.
But Cam ain't broke.
No, but I'm saying he got over to the Patriots 1 year. And now he's going somewhere else. We wonder how long he's going to be there. So he's trying to find a place to call home and be there long enough.
He is currently playing for the Carolina Panthers.
And how long has he been there?
He's been back. He went back, and he's about to be into his 2nd year.
Well, I'm just saying, hopefully, and I'm saying simply, well, if all these brothers keep on having all these children by all these random chicks, then he got the nerve to talk about, well, you don't even know Future, sir.
Well, okay, I want to be fair. I'm gonna be fair, like Cam said. I'll be fair. Cam has 4 children from, according to Wikipedia, his former girlfriend, Kia Proctor. All the children are from the one girl.
Why didn't you marry her? You just want to keep having babies instead?
Stefan said we always throwing daggers at dudes, but women keep getting past just because the door swing both ways. Ooh.
So she should have said, you ain't marrying me, shut it down. But she holding out, saying maybe one day he'll see my value and know that I'm the baby mama, and one day he'll see that I'm wife material. A lot of these women do hope that the man will see that they're wife material.
Yeah.
But when do you stop hope?
When first of all, realizing that Future already had a gaggle of kids in the first place.
All right, Mama Noise, you just put out a cousin noise, a gaggle.
I mean, we skew old, bro. That's what we do here on the show. We ain't gonna never hit them young numbers.
I know cuz ain't on the show no more, Mama Noise, but you can't use his words.
No, I'm just saying we ain't gonna never hit the young numbers, bro. We're not hitting that. That's not gonna be our bag here.
Wow, Stefan said maybe she was just baby mama material.
Ooh, don't. I wouldn't.
Where is the drop with the baby?
I wouldn't.
The baby says it all. Let the baby say it all.
He gets the damn too.
Is that a level 1 or a level 2?
That's a level 2 baby.
That's a level 2. Okay. Let me get my girls. Where they at?
He gets damn as well.
Where are my girls? Oh, there they are. Here they are.
What the hell?
Oh, damn.
But did he lie?
Did who lie?
Stefan. Is there a lie to that though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? I don't believe that women are just. There are some women that's just that ain't no different than what the slave master said. Just want to get you to have a bunch of babies so you can go out here and have some people to pick cotton from my field.
And I'm gonna tell you why I say there's a lot to it, Ron. And this is my humble opinion. You know, and since Cuz is not here, but he has deputized me, I will take on that. Yo, I'm gonna say it in my Cuz noise, but now
win.
When you met the girl, you saw something in her that you thought was beautiful and sexy and wonderful. So your black ass should have been willing to make her whatever she was valuable enough to be in the moment you met her.
But her value at that moment was for me to put something in her.
Well, that's what you did. You put something in her,
but
and now you're going to get something out of her.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have to marry because I put something in.
Oh,
I'm just asking.
Then why go raw then? Wrap your stuff up.
But I think that's part of. I think that's part of the problem, though, Ron. You want all the. We want all. I'm not saying it don't take two, but I am saying it. As men, when do we step up and become responsible enough to say, I'm okay, I ain't gonna speak for all men. I'm gonna speak for me. I was smart enough to say, listen, what is this situation? Is this a situation where of pleasure or of purpose? If this is just a situation of purpose, then I'm gonna act like it's like this is pleasure, then I'm gonna act like it's pleasure. But if this is a situation of purpose, saying I see something futuristic, and to be perfectly honest with you, the one time I saw it as purpose, I married that person.
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything with that person until we got married.
And the thing is, we don't know, like you said, was Cam looking for pleasure? Was he?
I was talking about Future. I was talking about more about Future.
Hell, you can put all of them in that category. Cam, Future, Nick. What is their purpose? What is their motive? Before we misjudge them, what is their motive?
Well, I think Cam, and again, I don't know either of these gentlemen. I don't really know anything about either of these gentlemen, but I'm speaking metaphorically more so than anything. I think damaged black men damage black women.
I'll agree with that.
And I think that, and I agree with what you just said with the vice versa. But I also think it is the responsibility of black men to step up and be better black men.
I agree with that.
And I think if black men become better black men, it makes it a lot easier for the path of black women to become better black women. I think that's just my opinion. If we always making it hard for black women to be loved, to be appreciated, and as this statement was, to be valued, then it's just gonna make it hard on all of us, because these are the mother of our children. These are the nurturers of our families. And how can they nurture properly from a place of pain? I mean, it's impossible. So what you saying ain't a real woman. That to me, that just sounds like.
that.
Well, Stephon is on fire today, man. I don't know if he's drinking early.
He said he was feeling good when he got here.
Ain't a real man. Every woman ain't a real woman. And I
guess I didn't say that. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that wasn't you. That wasn't you. I'm saying we got to be careful with those type of statements and those type of things, because the word real is where I'm getting tripped up at. Because if you're breathing on earth, you're real.
But and like I said, I agree with what you said. I just think a lot of times we are definitely quick to beat the shit out of the black man. Let's just be real.
I don't disagree with that, Ron. You're right.
But I think we still got to put some responsibility on both people. At some point, at this day and age, there's too many ways to stop you from having a child.
Right.
Until you're ready. At what point do both? At what point you got to start taking those precautions? At some point.
Well, listen, Ron. We both raising daughters, so we have no choice. But because we know of the ignorance of black men and the recklessness of black men, we have no choice but to tell our daughters, listen, we would prefer you don't do nothing crazy. But if you just can't control yourself and you need to be the one to protect yourself. Do not depend and wait on some ninja to do something that you can do for yourself. So you're 1,000% correct.
And that's where my head is. Right. And that's where my head is when I have these conversations is. And maybe because I have the daughter and I'm always.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I was reckless growing up. And I got 4 kids. That explains why I was reckless. But at the same,
but your 4 kids ain't like Johnny Appleseed either. You ain't strolled them all over the West End.
But neither is Cam Newton.
Neither is Cam. He
got 4 by the same woman.
But see, I think Cam did that because we talking about men with money. They feel like as long as I got some money to take care of them, I can go raw wherever I want.
Is that Vonda?
Yeah.
Get him, Vonda.
She talking about you was reckless. Yeah, I didn't wrap up. Hell yeah, I'm reckless.
Jump on in here, Vonda.
Get him, Vonda.
Kids.
He wanted
them kids. He wanted all them kids.
That is not true.
He said, have a baby by me, Vonda. That's what he said.
Damn.
Costs too much damn money to have kids.
Look, I know, get him, Vonda. Look.
Vonda.
Quit playing.
Hold on, let me give you that solo life.
No, don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
There you go, Vonda.
Don't listen to her.
I love it.
He wanted them kids.
I was drunk on all 4 of them.
Don't
smack the shit.
Damn.
I'm gonna walk away before I choose
No. You don't have to walk away. We'll just walk away.
We'll walk away. No, Lloyd. Oh my gosh.
Right. Right.
Oh my God.
Vonda Jackson, I love her so much.
But like that's what I'm saying, man. It's so easy now to ensure you don't have kids.
Well, and again, like Buff Love is saying, when we gonna hold women responsible? I told all my 6 daughters, protect yourself. Here's when we gonna hold responsible. Right now, we don't have a choice, guys. We don't have a choice. We have to hold the women responsible, not because they should be more responsible than the men, but because men have not stepped up to be responsible. So I don't want my daughter out here recklessly with some random reckless ninja that was similar to the way my little run out there. We need to tell them. We have to tell them. We don't have no choice. We don't have no choice. None.
And not even us telling them the shit. You see it on social media every day. You see it on TV. It is in your face every day.
Yeah. No, you're not. Listen, you're not wrong. And I want to go back to something Stephon said as well. He said, now let's say 1 or 2 chicks before Mama Noise got pregnant, was you going to marry them? So I'm going to tell you the truth, Stephon. My goal, there was a small little window in college where I was reckless as hell. But after I broke out of that system, my goal was to never sleep with anybody that wasn't potentially somebody I would marry. So the answer to your question would have been yes. I probably would have, because I wasn't going to do that with anybody that I didn't think was marriage material. That was my mindset. I was like, ain't no reason to be out here raw dogging with folk if this ain't somebody you think you can spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah.
Because if it is.
And I know we said we're not calling women out. We're telling women they got to protect themselves. We're not taking away from you ninjas that are not doing what you should do.
We're saying because y'all won't do what y'all doing, what y'all were supposed to do. I got daughters, man. Like Buff said, he got 6 daughters. What are you supposed to tell them? He got to tell them, girl, you better protect yourself.
They gotta hear. I'm gonna just say, from a woman's perspective, they gotta hear it from their daddies.
You gotta hear it,
because there are guys out there that think that your daughter is the best thing since sliced bread. I won't, as eloquently as Kyrie said earlier, is that I want you to carry my baby. I want her this one.
Well, actually, Bonda said that, wasn't Kyrie?
No, it was him when he said.
Bonda said he wanted all them kids.
No, I'm talking about the part where he said maybe it's when Stefan said maybe she's just baby making material, like she's just material to be a baby mama. Yeah. And Kyrie co-signed. And I'm saying that there are guys out there that say, well, they may not be able to say like that 50 Cent song, "Have a baby by me, be a millionaire," but they are saying, "I want you to have my baby." And then you are, as a woman, are saying, "Oh, he wants me to have his baby. Well, then he's going to marry me." But bruh, you want me to get all stretched, all out of shape and bring a child into the world, and then you all of a sudden say, "Oh, you know what I had said previously? I thought it out over these past 9 months, and now I just want to, I'm not here for it."
Sorry, I don't know how that got on the screen. There we go.
I'm not here for it now. Yeah. First, you was here for all the smoke. "Oh, I just want you to have my baby. I just want," and then all of a sudden, it's like, man, what happened? Where did that go at? Then you really thought about it. It's like Lloyd when we was watching that. We was binge watching last weekend the show Love Is Blind. The one dude was all in, giving all the smoke. "I want to marry you. I need you. You gonna be the one." And then when he seen her, it was like, spend a little time with her. Then it was like, what I had said. I can't believe I told her I was going to, being with her made me feel like I'm with my auntie and all that stuff. It's like, what? Before you seen her, it was all this, what you want, she going to be the missus. I can't wait to be with her. Oh, she's my soulmate for the rest of my life. And then, so I feel like that some of these women that have had multiple children by some of these millionaire dudes, following Nick Cannon's example as well, is that they're saying, maybe if I have this child by this guy like he wants me to, or I'm thinking that maybe he will choose me.
But Mama Noise, to what you just said, here's the reality. That is dumbass thinking.
It is.
And if you'd have told me 40 years ago that was how people was thinking, even 50 years ago, I would tell you, yeah.
Yeah. That is dumbass thinking. And if any child, any daughter of mine that's thinking along those lines, I've done something wrong. Because that is not going to get you a man.
It's facts.
Having a baby doesn't mean he's going to stay.
Yeah.
That's facts.
You probably got 90% chance that he's going to leave.
Yeah, we got to stop giving women the pass. And the reality is we got to stop giving women the pass of there's no responsibility. There is responsibility. You gotta be smarter than that and make him earn the whole thing. Make him earn the whole thing. If you truly think he's the one, then make him earn the whole thing. Make him go the distance. But to not make him go the distance, man, you playing a dangerous game. You playing a dangerous game.
And to flip the script, I know you're gonna say it's out of chat, but in the flip the script, Sora or Tara said they securing the bag. There are women out there that are trying to secure the bag.
Well, let's be clear. Cam Newton's baby mama has secured the bag.
I mean, after 3 children, you would hope so. But like I said, she was making a plea on social media not to, a while back saying, Cam don't take care of the kids. Well, First of all, Cam trying to keep a steady job.
But it's securing the bag, your end result. Because now you basically putting your kid as a product.
That's what
your kid is merchandise.
I told y'all a long time ago.
Now come on, Ron. You know a lot of them are though.
I told you
I
had the privilege of being in the room with some affluent individuals that all their husbands play for the NFL. I don't know why I was in there, but anyway, I was there.
You were there because you were there. Don't worry about all
I
that.
was there in the room with all these women that husbands were NFL players, and they was like, look, let's be clear. Your children are commodities. You need to have as many babies as possible to ensure your future, to make sure that all you have to do is rest and dress.
But see,
and I was like, oh my gosh.
But think about that. But think about that toxic thought mentality you just put in their head. So if women are hearing that, the guys are hearing the exact same thing. So why would they care?
But then that goes back to what Brittany Renner said. She said that shows that Future was not the greatest, but that Russell Wilson was.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson said, I see you more than just somebody who can pump out babies. And I see your listen, Russell Wilson got 3 kids from Ciara, but he also helped Ciara obtain her master's. Yeah. And he supports everything that she does. So it's obvious he don't just see her as a baby making machine. And she don't need to sing. She don't need to do nothing. But if she just wanted to have his babies, he loves her enough to where that's all you got to do. But that ain't how you see her.
No.
So seeing the value in somebody is more than just having the children or whatever, that process is. It's being able to see who this person. It goes back to the conversation we had earlier. Do we see ourselves as more than just
a bag?
What's that?
A bag. Do you see yourself more than a bag?
More than just a bag, or more than just a vagina, or whatever the case may be. I see myself as more than that. So I get it.
Because to me,
we can all do better. To blame either one side is probably not the right way to go.
Because I feel like if you just want a surrogate, you just want somebody to have a child by, if that's all you want is then pay somebody to do that and take care of your own kid.
Yeah.
But that ain't what you wanted. You wanted a regular place to keep coming through where you could be raw and kids keep being a product of it.
And and again, like you said, it goes back to both people gotta be smart about what they're doing. Both people gotta pay attention to what they're doing. I do. Who would I blame more if I had to pick somebody? Of course, I'm gonna blame the guy more because, it's we have a lot of power and a lot of say and a lot of influence to get to where we need to get to. So I do think we have probably 75% of the responsibility, but that 25% from women. If you'd be surprised if you just put that 25% responsibility on and ensure you don't have these kids, it comes out a lot better.
Well, we got one more story left. I told you it's going to be a good one today, y'all. And this was even weirder than the one we just talked about.
You might want to check, make sure Stefan ain't drinking.
Well, listen, at this point, he has achieved whatever he's going to achieve, and there's nothing I can do to stop him. He's all in on whatever is going on. Apparently, Patrick Mahomes was at the Texas Tech game, I guess, last night with his fiance, and keep in mind that she is his fiance.
What?
And his fiance, and he was a little annoyed with whatever she had going on. I don't know. She was doing some weird stuff. She's kind of a weird.
She is a weird.
I ain't gonna say she's weird. She's different. How about that? Is that better?
She been doing some strange things.
She's different. She's a little, I don't know. So he's there, and she's,
she ain't gonna make it. She don't know she she ain't gonna make it.
I feel like they. I don't know. That dude makes a lot of money.
Dude, he already got a replacement in his head. She ain't making it.
Right.
When you do that, you know it's a done deal.
And again, that's just a video clipped out of an entire contextual moment. So I don't know what that moment was, just except what we saw.
If you go on YouTube, she been doing all kind of strange stuff. I mean, even when they won the game, she took a bottle of champagne and started spraying it on a bunch of random folk, and they was like, "Okay, what the? Okay, she's up in the skybox spraying champagne on people below. What if they on the other team? You know what I'm saying? What if they're not Chiefs fans? And then what if they don't want to be sprayed with champagne? That's what they do in the locker room. What's wrong with you?
So it brings up this question because a lot of people saying on social media that he gonna pull a Russell Wilson and come home.
He's about to make a hell of a U-turn.
I don't know what. Listen, I'm not gonna say he's coming home and all that stuff. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say this: she might want to figure this out.
But they got one kid together, right?
No.
Yeah, remember she was pregnant.
I don't think so, y'all.
I remember that she was pregnant.
Let me look real quick. Y'all talk amongst yourself, but if I'm not, I don't know if she might want to get a kid because that might help her situation.
If they ain't got no kids, she should have luck. She ain't got a chance in hell.
I don't think he has no kids, y'all. I'm being honest.
I thought he had one, but
let me look. I'm looking. Let's see. High school sweetheart, younger brother, involved in church groups and youth group. No kids.
Oh, well.
All right, well then I stand corrected.
No kids. I'm just saying
it was a good run. They was high school sweethearts. They went through college.
They're high school sweethearts. They've been together for a long time.
That was a good run, dude.
Listen.
What you not gonna do?
See, that's what I thought. I thought they had a child.
I'll look again, but according to what I'm looking at it right now. I don't see no kids.
And for $850 million,
come on.
Man making a lot of money. That's all I'm saying.
Damn. Hate to see them break up.
Well, they ain't broke up yet, y'all. They not broke up yet. So
Hey, I don't think he's gonna keep on tolerating the foolishness because there's been a lot of reports that his brother does reckless stuff, she be doing reckless stuff, and it's all making him look bad. Like, in other words, they just doing the most because they're attached to Patrick. And it's like,
okay. So they do have okay. They do have a kid. I can't do it. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. All I will say to you, noisemakers, is you go look at the child, and I'm gonna leave it alone. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Don't do
it. I
it.
like Patrick Mahomes.
Don't do it.
I not get caught in this web.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to say no more.
Okay.
All I want to say is they're gonna need some prayer. Is what I'm saying. They're gonna need some prayer. Because
he's out.
Nope.
Prayer can change things. Is what I'm trying to say.
You wrong. You wrong. And you keep.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
you sliding down the slippery slope.
I'm trying to give them hope. Y'all the ones breaking them up.
I ain't trying to break them up.
See, Ciara, you weren't supposed to put that in the chat. Just leave it alone. I'm just saying. It's a beautiful baby. It's a beautiful baby.
So you telling me not to share this picture then?
Stop, Stephon. Listen, I didn't ask you for that. Y'all stop. I didn't say that. I just said.
Yeah, you did. You said lots of prayer. You said lots of prayer.
Well, they're gonna need some prayer.
And then you're gonna say prayer changes things. That means that there's a problem.
There's no problem.
Then you shouldn't have said prayer changes things.
There's no problem per se. And the baby's young. The baby is young. So what could probably be happening is that the baby hadn't quite come into all.
Oh my God!
Right, you got to grow into some shit. You got to grow into it. Is what I'm saying.
But then again, I mean, he's so bright too. So I mean,
he's very bright.
He's very bright.
He's very bright. He's a very light-skinned man.
Yeah.
So that could be.
So the baby may never
always have, that baby's cute. You're right, Azari. The baby's beautiful. It's very cute.
Yeah, the baby's gorgeous.
Gorgeous child. I'm just,
But we might have some questions.
I don't have any questions. I don't want I got no questions. I don't want no part of this. I just
Dana never lies. Dana is undefeated.
I need some water.
That's all I'm gonna say. Dana is undefeated.
Oh,
we have questions. I can't do it.
You know how you hate you to see something. You like, damn it, I wish I had to see what I just saw. I really hate that. I was see, and I blame Tar for this because I said it wasn't no baby, and he just kept on. There is a baby. Her name is Sterling. And I'm like, well, it can't be no baby. I'm looking at several different sites, don't show no baby, and then I see the baby, and now we stuck. So
yeah, yes, you see.
I can't see the baby. My cousin half white and married a white lady. He had DNA because he had to know DNA don't lie. See, I'm just saying, the baby Alan Brown don't see. Y'all stop now. Everybody just stop for a minute, okay? All right.
Told you Dana don't lie. Dana is undefeated.
Stop for a second. I'm not saying he needs a test. I didn't say that.
Yeah, but Kyrie said I have questions.
So the next time he goes for a COVID test, just go next door.
No. She said that that's yours, and that's where because he's already got a bond with the baby. He got a bond.
I mean, they was together when she had the baby.
Oh,
even though when I see her, I hear you can't rock like us, so don't try.
Oh, that's racist. That's crossing the line, Mama Noise.
She is. I think she was a cheerleader.
Mama Noise, that's crossing the line. You have crossed the line, man.
I've crossed.
God damn, that was racist.
Yeah, that really was.
Why you didn't give it to Kyrie with questions? Why you didn't
that's not racist.
Yeah, but you up there talking about we're gonna need lots of prayer. What?
I just because you need prayer to keep a marriage together.
No, that ain't why you said
prayer,
because of the picture.
A family that prays together stays together.
You said that after you see the picture of the baby.
I did say it after.
I'm just saying, come through. Try to act like I was all it. Yes,
you can't mess up. You can't mess up like you do, like she did at the basketball game in front of everybody. I mean, come on.
His daddy isn't. Oh, his dad. No, his daddy's a black man.
Yeah, his daddy is black.
His daddy.
That's why all that you can see.
Yeah, no. You can see the black in his daddy. His daddy is full black.
His daddy played baseball, wasn't it? He was a baseball.
His daddy played baseball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, we should step away from this conversation. There's no way this ends well. I like and appreciate Patrick Mahomes, and I'm a fan. I am a fan of Patrick Mahomes, and so that's where I'm going to leave this today. I'm not touching the rest of this conversation. Not even a little bit.
I will do it for you. Don't worry.
I sure hate. I saw that picture. My God, I sure hate it. I was like, what in the world? Like,
Mr. Noise.
What?
I hate that I saw the picture
because I don't want the thought or the doubt in my mind. I don't deserve to have
It's
that doubt.
already there.
I don't need that doubt in my mind. That's not my family. And I don't want him to have the doubt either. That is his baby.
That is your name is on the birth certificate. That's your
name is on the birth certificate. So there you go. But I will say this.
And if his name is not on the birth certificate,
but I will say
Oh
this.
my gosh! Now
I will say this. I do have a friend who was in a similar situation.
Really?
Yes. And he married the girl.
Mm.
And she had the baby. And he brought the baby to the church. And uniformly, we all looked at the baby because we loved him. He's a good friend. And we said, hey, man.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Are you sure? Because he wasn't as light as Patrick. He was a red bone-ish kind of guy, but not nearly as light as Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
He was a red bone-ish kind of guy, maybe more closer to Mama Noiz's complexion. And when I saw the baby, I said, hey, man, are you sure? Because I'm looking at you, then I'm looking at the baby, and I'm just saying.
Give the baby 5 more years. Maybe they'll grow into it.
I would like to see the baby. I know my friend eventually left that marriage and moved on.
Why was that?
Else. Well,
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
I didn't say nothing. The reason why you didn't hear me because I didn't say nothing.
Kind of see where
you didn't hear nothing.
I didn't say nothing.
But you told us for a purpose.
I'm done with that story.
What?
I don't want no problems.
Listen to me.
The NFL is powerful. They'll shut this whole shit down.
Anyway, I'm
telling
you.
We're done.
I'm telling you.
We're done.
I remember being in a situation like that, and I saw not me. I hadn't had a child or anything. I'm saying I was in a relationship.
Wait a minute. It sounds like you coming back again.
I was in a relationship, and my boyfriend one day, a constable came and brought this document saying that he was the father of this child, and so he was like, "Oh snap! Somebody that right there should have been a bad sign. Somebody is trying to say I'm the father of their child." And I'm like, "Oh snap! Well, who is it?" Well, not that it would help me. I don't, I didn't know who the person was, but he showed me because they had a picture of the child as well. I looked at that. Now I'm saying, aside from being the girlfriend, the current girlfriend, I looked at the picture and was like, "There's no way that you're the father of this child." And he was like, "Well, showed it to his mom and them, grandmama and them, and they was like, oh, yeah, that's your child. That's your child." I said, "I don't care what your grandmama and them said. That is not your child." But I mean, they probably thought I was saying it because I'm the current girlfriend. So a couple of years went by. I'm no longer his girlfriend. A couple of years have gone by. And he decides, I told him again, I said, I know I'm not with you, but it sure is a shame that you're paying for a child that's not yours. I'm just going to say that.
You told me years later?
Yeah, I told him. I stood by what I said. And so because of what I said, he went and had a DNA test. Now, he should have did it from the giddy up. He went and had the DNA test and discovered that child was not his, like I said it wasn't. And then they asked him, "Sir, would you like to have the lump sum of your child support given back to you? Or do you want it in increments the way that you paid?" I said, wow.
Run me my money.
I'm saying, first of all, I don't want to say ignorant.
I want to be very
Joe
clear.
Pinkertail should have had a DNA test from the get-go.
Hold on. I want to be very clear at the last part of this story. If I find out that the child is not mine, run me my money.
I mean, listen.
I'm talking about that. That's going to be one of the strangest scenes in the history of court. They'll be like, Mr. Spence, why are you taking your shoes off? And it seems like you put out your charger for your phone. Oh, I'm going to be here until I get my money. I'm just going to sit right here.
And that was so sad because I
she
feel
go
like
to the ATM if she need to. I don't,
it's sad because to me, so you just went through the list of who you thought. It's almost like putting a bait on a hook. Which one of y'all is gonna take the bait and say, "Oh"?
I don't think that's how it happens, Mama Noise. I don't think that's how it happens. I think what happens is that you've mistracked the dates, and you said, "Damn, Leroy overlapped with Brian." So who could this be? Is this Brian or this Leroy? And see, the doctor's office, they just guessing. They just like, well, we think the baby's due on this day. We don't know shit.
I like Mama Noy's explanation better.
I'm just saying, you trying to pick, like Ron tells us all the time, yo, pick a nigga meters off. You like, I thought it was Brian. It turns out to be Leroy. My bad.
Yeah, but you let Brian pay child support for 4 years.
Brian had a better job than Leroy.
Brian had a better job, and he was ignorant enough to say, you know what? I ain't even gonna check for DNA. I'm just glad to be a father.
How much is a DNA test? Just out of pure curiosity.
I'm very curious to know.
I don't think it's cheap.
They cheap. I don't think they're expensive.
I'm just very curious what the cost is. Oh, they got home DNA test. Oh, well, shit. Just get
but I wouldn't want it done at home. They be done tried to say I try to rig it.
I know. I can go to Walmart right now and get this home DNA test for $8.10.
You gonna go to the Walmart?
I'm not saying me per se. I'm saying it's available to you at affordable cost.
And if you want to feel like you really spent some money, you can get one off of eBay for $126.
I see one for $129, $119. If you don't want the Walmart brand, you don't trust Walmart.
You don't trust it.
But in the chat, Stefan talks about that no longer applies in the state of Kentucky. If your name is on the birth certificate, then that child is of a certain age, then you're responsible. You know what? I think that's some BS. Because sometimes somebody will just say who they believe to be the father, and they gonna go ahead and when I gave birth to Hananiah, they was like, okay, or I gave birth to Azariah, they was like, and like who's the father? I'm sitting there going, he is. Yeah. My husband, he's standing right there.
Yeah, the state of Kentucky, they don't give a damn. But
I have a choice of who. But every woman has a choice of who they put on there. There's no assumptions made. So you saying if she just puts your name on there, then you stuck like Chuck, regardless of who the DNA says?
So here's the other thing that you can do. Because I just Googled, based on what Stefan put in there, I Googled how much does it cost to have your name removed from a birth certificate. That cost is $150 to $300 depending on the state. In the state of Texas, it's between $150 and $300. It's called birth certificate correction application.
That's cheap compared to child support.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It would be worth it.
I mean,
Well, I wonder when they started in the chat. Stefan says if you're not married to the mother before you have to pay a cent, they ask you if you want a DNA test. If you waive that right, then that's your ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you caught up in the moment and you say, "Oh no, that's not necessary."
Dudes are bad with dates too. All that shit run together. They doing math and they pick a date wrong.
I thought that was the weekend I was with Becky. I didn't realize. Damn it, Tanika.
Just didn't do his dates right.
So you dropping that many bodies? You don't know what's going on?
Some niggas are. Some brothers.
Well, I mean, with all due respect to your story, your guy did.
What?
He was dropping bodies, apparently.
He was like, that must have been that weekend I was drunk. I was like, boy.
Were y'all together when this alleged birth took place?
No, this child was like 5 years old. That was before I even met him.
Oh, okay. So anyway,
This child don't look nothing like you. She must look like the mama, but I'm telling you, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing.
well, good luck to the Mahomes family. They're gonna do just fine. This is what prayer comes in, and time. They need time. The baby needs time.
She's not gonna make it.
Well, you don't know that.
Somebody not gonna make it. What?
You don't know that, Ron. They might do just fine. It could be challenging. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If the next basketball game happened and she ain't in there with him, you already know what happened.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, there's a reason.
Well, All-Star weekend is this weekend. Let's see what happens. If he pulls up this weekend and she ain't there, we'll know something is vast.
Was the game that you had them shown? Is that a clip from when the game called? Was it the Bahama Bowl? Where he not the Bahama Bowl? Where he was dubbed captain of the
Pro Bowl?
Pro Bowl?
Yeah, the Pro Bowl. I'm thinking about Travis, the young boy named Travis that Deion Sanders recruited from. I was thinking about him in the Bahama Bowl. Sorry.
Bahama Bowl. Wow.
He gonna make it. Lloyd, I got faith.
They're gonna be just fine. They're gonna work it out.
Lies. I mean, sure.
You know what?
You gonna hear next week. He had to go hang out with his boys. That's why she wasn't with him at the All-Star game.
You gonna hear that there's a reason why he didn't jump out there and get married as soon as he got that contract with the Chiefs in the beginning.
Mama Noise. I'm gonna tell you something.
That's true.
And this I'm gonna tell you something, and this is facts, okay?
What?
They're gonna make it because he's gonna do what he needs to do to get peace of mind. Because what's most important in life what's more important than peace of mind? Nothing. And that's why NordVPN is here to give you peace of mind while you're online checking your DNA test.
This guy.
With all the threats that you face today on the internet and in DNA tests, it's more important than ever to be sure that you have the best VPN you can get. That's why NordVPN, he's got to buy NordVPN, then a DNA test. NordVPN is the world's best VPN service, offering the fastest connectivity, most servers, and next-gen encryption to make sure that everything you do online stays secure. Plus, you can use NordVPN on all your computers and devices, no matter the operating system. So if you want to use this phone to do the DNA test, if you want to use a tablet to do the DNA test, you can do that with NordVPN. It's got unlimited bandwidth. You never have to worry about a slow connection, so it's not going to take them long to get the results. And the plans start under $4 per month. So all you got to do is grab his exclusive NordVPN deal by going to nordvpn.com/believe and use the code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to get 70% off your NordVPN plan plus an additional month for free. Because it's also risk-free with Nord 30-day money-back guarantee. So that's all he's got to do. And if he does that, all is going to be well. There you go.
Transition from DNA to Nord.
listen. Thank you, Tevon. I appreciate you, brother. I'm trying to make these transitions work here, man. Transitions are tricky. It's very tricky.
They sure are.
Yeah.
Is that crab legs?
Huh?
Is that crab leg?
Yes, sir. Crab leg popcorn from doingtheworldofflavor.com.
Oh yeah, definitely.
250 choices, flavors of popcorn, and you can get some today by going to the website doingtheworldoffflavor.com and using NOIZ as the code for noise, and you can receive 20% off of your order. Or if you order $50 or more on your order, you receive free shipping. Don't be scared, Stefan. I got you. You won't be disappointed. If you like crab leg,
Stefan, I cannot stand crab legs as a whole, like in general, like in real life seafood. I don't like crab legs. I don't like seafood like that. Crab leg popcorn is incredible. Incredible.
everybody.
Incredible. I've never seen it and tasted anything like that in my life. I said if the actual crab leg tasted like this crab leg popcorn, I might be all in on it.
I'm telling you, listen.
So there you go.
Cuz Noise had some. He had heard about it, got it, and was like, "Oh snap! Oh snap! What's up, Scoop?"
Yeah, his palate's a little weird. He done mixed deal with crab legs and I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, he be mixing.
Yeah. Real quick before we go, this will be the last story we do. Y'all heard about that chick, Kelly Smiley? She's like the photographer at the Rams Super Bowl celebration. I think she fell off the stage and cracked up her back or something like that.
Yeah,
reporter?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and then she's like a reporter, journalist kind of thing. Yeah, and so the I guess what's his name?
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford got blamed for not helping her or whatever, and so then him and his wife felt guilty, and it was like we maybe we should do something. So they started paying for like her medical expenses, and they started to GoFundMe and some other stuff, and they really.
You say he started a GoFundMe?
Yeah, they started a GoFundMe for her.
He's worth how much money?
I worked quite a bit, but it might have been the right play because my guy Robert Littal over at BlackSportsOnline.com.
Oh
Lord. Once your name is out there, you're fair game, and everything you've done is fair game.
Mm-hmm.
And so the internets went and got the receipts on some of our old tweets. And they went back to 2014, 2013, and she is very liberal with the N-word. And
what? Huh?
Yeah, she's very liberal with the N-word. She told some dude named T Bright always little N, and then she said to another person almost just got shot in the ghetto because some dude wanted to F with this nigga. And then she said the funny vibes niggas be grabbing anybody. And then so she's either got a lot of black. And then she went on one tweet and said she called some dude a fag or whatever, FAG.
Wow.
And then she went to Van Nasty, and said, I guess maybe that's one of her friends, and she said, reply to my effing text, nigga. And then she used all of those were A niggas. But when she talked to Tay Smith, she said, now I'm mad Nigger. So she went with the hard ER on that one.
That's where her racism came out at right there.
So yeah, so I she might be in some trouble.
That GoFundMe gonna dwindle.
That GoFundMe might get snatched up a little bit.
It depends on if the orange guy gets a hold of it.
Oh,
that's true.
The orange guy gets a hold of it. That GoFundMe page might explode. He supports people that do that.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes putting those people's old stuff out like that don't hurt them. It helps them.
You can
raising money for this heifer.
I don't know. She might be in trouble though. We'll see.
Hey, Stefan, I had a co-worker step to me like that. I had to resist. It was only the power of Christ to compel me from hitting her in the mouth. She said, "Oh, I'm a wigger." I said, "What the? Where they do that at?" Then she started trying to explain.
She said, "That's not a thing."
No, don't come to me with that unless you want the smoke.
Hard to get mad at them.
I mean, come on.
Oh damn! No, that was just so wrong.
Yeah, I'm not putting that up. Stay out of chat, Ciara. Don't.
It might be by half of them, not the whole team.
Yeah. Here's the Well, I might add a question. Are y'all gonna watch the Kanye documentary? Mama Noise, you the documentary queen. You gonna watch the Kanye documentary this weekend?
Is it gonna
You
tell
know
the
what?
truth?
I may check it out.
On Netflix, it's called Genius.
Is it gonna tell the truth?
Apparently,
Does this have his approval?
Yes.
Then I ain't
Oh,
watching
well,
it.
then I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it.
You're not gonna watch it?
Yeah, because they were talking about. I heard read an article that was saying that that when he brought the song, I forgot what the name of the song was, to Def Jam, and told him that this is a song he wrote. They was like, that ain't gonna work, and that ended up being one of his highest selling songs.
So one is fine. I think I might check it out. I don't know.
Not
I
gonna
gotta watch Love Is Blind. You know, they got the next 4 episodes.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Well, then that's what I'm doing first.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
I will watch reruns of a whole bunch of other stuff before I watch it.
Is it because it's Kanye? You just don't get Kanye that type of time in your life?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fair. It's hard, man. But see, the only reason I want to watch it is because the documentary is about old Kanye, and I miss old Kanye. So maybe it'll be nostalgic.
Not gonna do it.
That's fair.
It just something about him, man. Something about him.
No, listen. It's clear. It's hard. It's hard to. You know, give him a full pass back. But I'm gonna check it out. But don't forget, like I've said earlier, guys, don't forget we got a great weekend planned for you this weekend. Daddy and the girls, they got black cosplayers. That should be very interesting. Me and Mama Noise are going to talk about the language of an apology again, which was a very interesting conversation that we had. And then we going in, y'all. Saturday night, grab your bottle, grab something hard, because it's going to be we going all the way in this weekend on all black everything. One gotta go. If you never played One Gotta Go with us, it gets a little intense. Listen, shout out to the almost 2,000-3,000 people that were reached and almost 1,000 people that watched it last time. People enjoyed One Gotta Go last time.
We lost a lot of good people in that last one.
We did. So I can only imagine what this one's going to turn out to be. So
who's left?
Yeah.
Who's left?
Well, I don't even know if it's all just people this time. I think it's a lot of different things. It's
we gotta get rid of love in basketball. It's got to go with something.
I'm okay with that. Matter of fact, I may put up a thing that says love and basketball, love and basketball, love and basketball, love and basketball.
Yeah, it's got to go.
Love and basketball is a good shirt.
See, that's the reason right there.
That's the reason right there.
When she said love and basketball was a good show, the fact that you said it out loud, that's why it's got to go. Vonda.
Yeah, but they should go say get rid of Harlem Nights. Let's see, Harlem Nights love basketball.
That is not the same thing, Vonda. Don't do that. Don't be like that, Vonda.
Don't be like that.
Ron didn't mean what he said when he said about the kids. He didn't mean that shit.
I remember what I said about love and
oh my goodness. All right. Mama, no, can't nobody hear you. You so muted. It ain't even funny. All right, we miss Crystal McLean. Crystal, keep doing what you're doing. Hurry
Good
back.
to see you.
Hurry back.
Oh yeah.
I said that's all I got for y'all today.
Yep.
That was a chock full of information today, boy. That's Black Friday. We'll laugh tomorrow, but today we had to get a little serious. Them videos, listen, go back and watch them interviews, man. They really, I'm telling you, that Floyd Mayweather one is gonna make you go.
Yeah,
wow.
Floyd was good, man. That Floyd.
It was good, man. I'm telling you. I was like, yeah, okay, you're not a fool. I apologize, sir. You are not a fool.
Hey, you know, sometimes playing the fool made him a shitload of money. So.
Sometimes you play the fool, and that's how you get your bread. So.
Everybody plays the fool.
Ray Charles called that playing country dumb. Remember?
Yep.
So maybe that was Floyd taking.
Everybody, because think about it. Everybody overlooks you when you play the fool.
They do.
All of a sudden, you popping up with all this bag.
Yep, that is true.
Now they respect the bag.
Everybody respects the bag.
Yeah, everybody respects the bag.
Bag is impossible to.
Even the football players that were sitting around him was like dumbfounded when he's like, I invested in a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they like so. How do you determine what to invest in, my brother?
And he said, "I'm not gonna tell you, my brother." He said, "If I tell you offline, I'm not gonna tell you right now." I said, "Oh, you real smart. I see what you doing.
Oh my gosh,
you out here, brother. I ain't even mad at you."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, once you learn the game, you know the game. You play the game.
Play the game, man. He understands, man. So I ain't tripping on Floyd at all. So
and you play to win.
Yep. Very much so, my brother. Very much so. Very much so. I'm excited. Next weekend, we got a whole lot of supper going on. Whole lot of supper going on. VNR Supper Club will be back next weekend.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited about that for sure. So, all right,
Vonda got a menu ready and everything.
You got your menu ready, Vonda?
Yeah, she got a menu ready. We just
Well, what's your theme? Because we'll get.
Let me say this too. Also, I don't know if I've had a chance to say this publicly. I took the menu that Ron put together over the chocolate rub short. I put them over some short ribs.
Yep.
I can't express how I felt after it came out, but I'm sure my friend can.
Oh my God!
That was lit.
Oh my God, bro! Let me tell you something. That sweet with that bitter from the coffee with that cayenne mixed all together. I don't know who came up with that originally, but that is a genius. It's so good. And I'm gonna tell you something. That's why I'm so mad that I can't find this prime rib, because I know when I find it, I still ain't found it, man. I think I'm gonna have to literally go to a butcher and just get them to make.
I was getting ready to say,
but man, that thing is.
There's one over on Parker Road.
Originally, Mama Noise next week was going to be date night, but we didn't get a lot of hits for the date night, so it's going to probably be all women again, since that was everybody liked all women was a hit.
You should let me interview them.
Well, one is in the chat. There's Hope.
Hope is in the chat. That's Auntie Noise. We kind of dubbed her. She's the drunk Auntie Noise.
She is the drunk auntie.
Oh, okay.
I love me some Hope. Hope is.
We kind of.
Okay, hey, Auntie.
So Hope definitely.
Let's get you do that.
We got a video. I'm gonna send you guys. It's a very long video from this one lady, but I'm gonna send you guys take a look at it, because we want to talk about chopping that video up and kind of play a little bit and let people talk about it.
Okay,
it's a good video. But it's long as hell. But me and Vonda watched it the other day. Was like, man, that is some good conversation for the amount of people that will be here.
All right, I like it. I'm excited. Well, that's next weekend. So don't put that on your calendar. Go ahead and block out some time. You ain't doing nothing next weekend anyway, so just watch what up.
What's your theme?
I don't know. We got to update.
Oh, no, they're not required to do it today. They got a whole week.
Yeah. But she's got a real good menu. Really good menu.
I'm excited. I'm always excited because I like duplicating the menu the next day. That's my thing now.
But I'm working on my drink though.
It ain't gonna be that one drink.
I was getting ready to say the drink with 1,000 proof.
That's 1,000 proof, yeah.
Nah, it ain't gonna be the 1,000 proof one. I'm scared to drink it again. It's got me questioning my drinking habit. I was like, oh.
We say, Ron, do I have a problem? Do I need to check myself?
No, I thought I had to take my ass to the doctor. Like, maybe
this has gotten out of bed all of a sudden. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Good Lord.
That is hilarious, my brother. That is hilarious. Oh my God.
You got tears coming to my
He
eyes.
said, I had to question my own self on that. That's
I
funny.
had to say, wait a minute.
Wait, just
I know, Chad. Tell him.
Hey,
Somebody,
I
Ron
checked
is
my own
scared.
self.
We all are in trouble.
yeah,
I
that
had to
was
check myself, mama. I was like, oh Lord.
I understand. I understand.
So
it's not about being scared, Chad. It's about being thoughtful.
I want to
Maybe
make
you're not
sure
supposed to make. Maybe you're not supposed to make them drink this 1,000.
I mean, listen.
waking up is, you want to wake up the next morning.
Right. That's not the. Not waking up is not the goal.
I mean,
there you go.
But I got some glasses on order that I'm hoping should be here.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I'm excited. I'm always excited to be in our supper club.
You can hold a whole bottle in one glass.
You know what? You ain't bought your glasses out, Mr. Noise. All that time you had that Apple stuff, you didn't bring out your nice Father's Day whiskey glasses.
Yes, I did.
I didn't see them.
That's because you wasn't looking.
Oh, I'm always looking.
I had the glasses out.
I didn't see them.
Well, look hard.
I saw your regular old wine
I
glasses.
didn't strike you on the head like Rafiki. You say, look harder.
Look hard.
And you don't have to hit me on my head, but you know.
Look hard.
It's in the past.
It's in the past. All right. That's me and Ron's favorite, one of Rhea and Ron's favorite movies, by the way.
Okay.
All right. We got to get out of here, man. It's been fun, as always. What a great Black Friday. No, I got him, Chad. They got him. Ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just saying.
Listen. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. That's how this works.
That's what I heard.
That's how this works. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. Takes you smooth on down. So
man.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a great Friday. We'll see y'all tomorrow night.
Or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Tomorrow, there you go.
Tomorrow, we'll see you. All right, please.